Prime Minister, how many Canadians need to be buried before our government takes the tainted blood crisis and its impact on Canadian families seriously? It is estimated that over 8,000 Canadians will die because of tainted blood. The approval of private paid blood donor clinics is in total defiance of Justice Creever's fundamental recommendations of what never to do in Canada. And yet, Health Canada has gone ahead and licensed these private blood brokers. This news and Minister Philpott's comments in the House of Commons has shattered many in the tainted blood community. Our voluntary blood system and Justice Creever's landmark inquiry is their legacy, and it is being stolen from them so a private pharmaceutical company can collect Canadian plasma and export it on the world market. This will not benefit one single Canadian. Paid plasma is a problem. Throughout the United States, paid plasma centers are set up in the poorest cities, preying on the vulnerable and the poor. Paid plasma is a practice that the WHO is advocating an end to worldwide, and Canada must take a leadership role and ban the practice from proliferating here. You cannot expect tainted blood survivors to stave off blood brokers and their rapacious multi-million-dollar lobby province by province. It is time to put this 3-decade nightmare to an end and protect Canada's blood system once and for all. If we don't end this now, everything that was fought for in our country will have been rendered meaningless. Canadian families who had to bury their beloved because of tainted blood are worth more than private profits.
First off, I want to thank Don Davies and the NDP for their leadership on this important issue. I want to encourage all Canadians to donate their gift of life and give blood through our safe public blood system. I am here today to call upon the federal government as the regulator to step up and demonstrate to Canadians that they have learned the lessons of the past. It has been documented that in the past, Health Canada paid lip service to the safety of the blood supply, and the result was that many lost their health and their lives. Health Canada has given the excuse that science would protect the public. Justice Creever pointed out that Health Canada and the Canadian Red Cross made decisions that were reckless and put Canadians in harm's way. Decisions to allow imports of high-risk plasma from U.S. prisons, Skid Row, and even from funeral parlors were commonplace, which resulted in catastrophic consequences. Just 23 years later, Health Canada and the Canadian Blood Services have demonstrated that they are moving away from their mandates to allow a private paid donor model to compete for our public blood donor. They say science, again, is foolproof, so don't worry. They have made decisions that are done behind closed doors again, with no transparency nor accountability, yet state they are open and accessible for public consultations. Despite the province of Ontario implementing a ban for collection and sale of blood due to the concerns of the erosion of the integrity of the public system, Health Canada and the CBS have actively supported the international blood brokering company to find a province willing to take a risk on this unproven model, which gives no benefit to Canadians, but forces our public system to take all the risks. There has been no plan presented by Health Canada, nor the Canadian Blood Services, to ensure the public system is not harmed with the introduction of a private paid donor model. Health Canada has not provided the public with any reassurances that this is needed and is content with passively monitoring the system. A plan with no metrics, nor any defined actions if the public system is eroded, this is a recipe for another disaster. Don't worry is not a plan. Science has failed us in the past. Despite the private paid plasma system stating they have learned lessons of the past, they continue to target homeless shelters and methadone clinics as suitable locations to set up shop. And this doesn't seem to worry the CBS or Health Canada. And what of our new government and its commitment to transparency and accountability? A mere few months in power, and Minister Philpott declares that there has been extensive reviews that have been conducted, and this untested new model is safe and ready to go. Ready to go with no plan, no consultations, and a total disregard for our history of how our blood system failed and the prominent role that her advisors at Health Canada and the Red Cross played in that disaster. We demand that our government take a step back and put a ban in place to prevent paid plasma clinics from opening up. Let us have an open and transparent consultation with Canadians to hear what they have to say about such a risky endeavor. Our lives have been shattered, but we are here as a testament that future lives do not need to be lost.